Namaste and welcome once again in this class. Today we are again discussing about a writing portion. In last class we have discussed essay writing that consists of 8 marks, but today we are dealing with guided writing type 2. Generally under this topic we have 6 or 7 items. The most important topic of this guided writing type 2 we are going to discuss in this class, that is writing news story. Most of the students feel very difficult while writing news story, and I hope this class brings a lot of ideas, gives a lot of ideas to the students to deal with such type of questions that are asked in from basic level to +2 level. So this guided writing type 2, that writing news story, which is asked for 5 marks. Generally students feel confusion regarding news story and newspaper article. So I try to make the clear distinction about this news story and newspaper article. As you know, this news story, writing news story, that is put under the guided writing type 2, but that newspaper article is kept under the free writing. So that is of 8 marks. This writing news story, that is asked for 5 marks. That's why one clear distinction is there. So news story and newspaper article are completely different. So first of all, this is to make clear. So news story that is under the guided writing, and newspaper article that is under the free writing. So as this newspaper article, that is that does not have any complete format, that is not a proper format, that is written usually in the essay format, but this writing news story has the certain layout. We have to follow certain format. So this is one thing. Second one, most of the students, there are 2 words, news and story, and some of the students, they feel confusion and they start their writing in the form of story writing. They start from, sometimes they start once upon a time, long ago, in such a way. So don't be confused. News story means we have to write the news. News story, 2 words are there, but it has same meaning. We are going to make the news using the clues given in the question, right? So don't feel confusion. News story means that is news. We are going to write news, that is not story. So news story, this is the thing. Now one interesting thing, news means 4 letters, right? North, news, N-E-W-S, news, north, east, west and south, all these 4 letter comes this one. It means the incidents that comes from all of the directions, right? The incidents that comes from all of the direction, or you say all of the places, from north to south, east to west, that is called generally that is called news. So now let's move to the components of news. As I have already mentioned that a perfect news has certain format, a perfect news has certain components, a perfect news has certain you say rules, right? So you must be familiar with those components so that you cannot miss its layout. You can make the perfect news. You can produce the complete news on the basis of given outlines or given clues. So first one is headline. When we produce the news on the basis of, you say, that outline or clues, first of all, headline is essential. As we write the topic or title in the essay, here in the news, first thing we have to produce the headline. You say topic of the news. So sometimes in the question, topic is already given, and sometimes we have to write the topic ourselves. So if the topic is given, that's okay. You use the same headline for that your answer. If the headline is or topic of the news is not given, then in this time you have to produce the headline yourself. You have to make the headlines yourself on the judgmental, on the overall judgment of that clue. So in this you say headline, when you prepare the headline, normally we follow certain rules, right? So when we write the headline, this should be generally this we follow the KISS model, right? KISS. Generally we are going to general idea. K means keep, I means eat, S means short, and S means sweet. Keep it short and sweet. When we write the headline, when we produce the headline, if the headline is given, that's fine. If the headline is given, that's fine, you write the same one. If not given, try to make it short and sweet. That must catch the reader's eyes. That must catch the audience eyes, or you say the attention. So try to make it short and very catchy headlines, right? And the second thing we have to consider about this one is, when we write the headline, simply our trend is that simply we use the present simple tense, right? We use the present tense, simple tense. For example, yesterday you might have heard the news about the death of that Irfan Khan, right? So when we see the newspaper, we find this type of tense, right? Irfan Khan passes away. Here is the tense, not passed away, passes away. So normally when we write the headline of the news, generally the trend is to use the present simple tense. So we generally you can write the passed away also, but generally we write passes away, dies, not died, right? Instead of this one, this is the basic thing to write the headline. First one, keep it short and sweet. Second one, if you remember this point, use the present simple tense regarding your headline if it is not given. The second one is the byline. Byline is the second component of news. This byline means source of the news, where the news was taken from, or where the news was you say about, sometimes about or carried out. Name of the reporter. Instead of source of news, sometimes name of the reporter can also be there. Byline. Third one is date line, date and place. Date and the place of that news is the third component. First one headline, second byline, third deadline, and fourth one important is the body. So these are the you say components. If you miss these components, if you could not manage the formats using all these components, you will lose the marks, because in such type of you say questions, format is given 1 mark for the answer. So the fourth one is headline, byline, deadline, and then last this one, the fourth part is body. Again, body is also you say divided into two. First one lead, second one is news in detail. So what is lead? Lead means first sentence of the news. That gives the summary of the news, that gives the conclusion, that gives the important message to the news. That is called lead. Generally it seeks the answer of what has happened. Generally it gives the answer of this question, what has happened. For example, 50 people died in you say bomb attack, or 5 people have killed in you say bus accident, etc. What has happened, the main thing, the main event of the story, what has happened. This seeks the answer. This is written as a in the very beginning of the body, that is called lead, summary, right? So this is the first thing. Second one, news in detail. When we write the news in detail, we think about all of the you say outlines, clues given in the question. So generally we use 5W 1H approach. We have to give the answer of these 5W and 1H. For example, what? First, what is the event or story about, or what happened? If you answer this question, This is the first part, right? So we have to answer of all the possible answer of all these questions to make the complete body of that news. So when you read the outlines, you say this clues, try to answer these questions, right? If you answer all these questions, you can make your the draft. So when you see the outline, try to answer all these questions first, then make the list there. When you ask the question these yourself on the basis of outline, then make the draft answer in a simple sentence and make a draft. After making draft, you have to follow the outline of news, writing headline, byline, dateline, then manage all of the answer of these questions, linking the first one to second one, previous to later one. So generally these questions, all of the question might not be answered according to the news, or you say the nature of the news. Generally, we say generally these questions are answered. So what is the story about, or what happened? Where did this event or story take place? When did the event story take place, or when did it happen? Who are involved in the story or incident, or say, event, incident or story? How did it happen? What's the cause? Why did the event happen, right? Again, these 5 W1H, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 W, 1H, right? This 5 W1H approach. What do the witness or participants say about that incident, about that event, about that incident? What happened after the incident? Generally, these questions should be kept in mind to answer the clue and make the draft. After that, after making that draft, you have to put all the answers in a particular, you say, designated format. Now let's see how where the headline, byline, placeline and body, and how conclusion is written. This is one example. So this is the example of news report. So here is the headline that is written in a bold one, right? So car thief caught trapped in target vehicle. This is the headline. Now this is the headline. First thing we have to think where to write the headline, on the top, and then after we talk about byline. Byline means name of author, name of the news reporter, name of the news writer. Jimmy Day, staff reporter of a newspaper. Jimmy Day, this is the name of author. This is what the byline. Then date, Wednesday, February 25, 2009. This is the Canberra. This is place line. Place line also we can say. This is dateline. This is place line. This is the first paragraph of the whole news is called lead. Lead, the first paragraph. Only one sentence is there. Sometimes there may be 2 sentences. That gives the overall idea about all the news. That is called lead. Lead comprises these things. Lead, what does the lead do? Catches readers' interest, most important information, introduces topic, answer most of the 5 W's or 5 W's words. If that is written in a concluding way, that becomes the lead. That attracts the reader's attention. Now this is news in detail, right? So to verify your news, whether you are producing the very true news or not, so you have to quote someone's saying, you say saying or witness statement. So here is one quotation to verify the news. You have to prove whether that news is not fake. You have to write someone's word or statement to make your news valid and reliable. This is the body. So headline, byline, just below this one, place line, and the first part lead, and this one the complete news in detail, body. So when you write the body, just try to make your this news valid and reliable. One very important, I feel this is how to write this news story. very interesting, what you say, this headline is written there, that's why I have put here. Kanya campus ma Boko Haram ko akraman. This Boko Haram is a terrorist group in Nigeria, and Anusandhan Thalna Buhari ko nirdeshan. This type of, you say, headlines are written in the very beginning as a headline, so everybody are lured to, attracted to read that the news story, right? So I was curious who that Buhari was, so I found this one. Nigeria ko euta Kanya campus ma आतंकवादी, नाइजेरिया को यो ग्रुप हो बोको हराम, टेररिस्ट ग्रुप, आतंकवादी समूह। यसै हप्ता गरेको आक्रमणमा तत्काल अनुसन्धान थाल्न नाइजेरियाका राष्ट्रपति मुहम्मद बुहारीले निर्देशन दिनुभएको छ। दिस बुहारी वर्ड इज भेरी दिस क्याची to attract the reader's attention. So this type of, you say, catchy, I say, already I say, it should be short and sweet, so that reader's attention, reader's eyes are cut up. Everybody is lured to, attracted to read that news. So it is so sweet, though it is not short, it is sweet. Now let's see one more example about that, where to write headline, where to write deadline, byline, what are the how to produce the lead, how to answer all of the questions that we have already discussed, and finally body. So let's see one example here. Though this is world news, but it is very beneficial to know about the perfect layout, perfect, you say, format of news. Swine flu kills. See the present simple tense, not killed, right? So I have already said, if possible, write present simple tense. If you could not do that, that's okay. It doesn't matter. But the general trend is we write the what you say, the headlines generally in a present simple tense. Swine flu kills 20 in Pokhara. What is the important information given in the clue that is kept as a, that is written as a headline? So 20 killing of these 20 people, that is the most important information of the clue. That's why it is put as a headline. So swine flu kills, present simple tense, 20 in Pokhara. This is the headline. It is written on the top, right? After headline we write deadline. Let's see deadline. 23rd March, Pokhara. Deadline means two things sometimes. Place line also includes this one. Date 23rd March and Pokhara place line. Byline. Byline means Anju Gautam. Anju Gautam here. So regarding byline, generally we write regarding this byline. Byline, generally we include these things. Byline means name of the reporter also you can write. Name of the reporter. Source of the news. Source of the news. Where the news was brought from. So name of the reporter. Here as a byline, name of the reporter is given there, Anju Gautam. Anju Gautam is the name of reporter, that is byline. Sometimes instead of writing name, there can be the source. For example, regarding Nepalese contest, we mainly write SSR, right? Rashtriya Samachar Samiti, RSS. So in international media we talk about AFP, right? AFP. So these are the, what you say, the source. Bias, sometimes you can just write a by a staff reporter, not mentioning the name. By a staff reporter also you can write without mentioning the name, right? So these are the things when you write the byline. So now we are answering all of the questions that we have already discussed, right? Where and when happened, what happened, how did it happen, how do the witness or participants say what happened after the incident. So headline, deadline, byline. Now this is the lead, first one, first important things, and then this whole is the body, answering all of the questions that is necessary to write the body. So the infections, Mexican flu also called swine flu, has caused at least 20 deaths in Pokhara Valley. What happened, right? What happened? This is the most important question that is written in the lead. So, Mexican flu, swine flu has caused at least 20 deaths in Pokhara Valley during this month. Where and when happened? Where means Pokhara Valley, when means during this month. All these what happened, where happened and when happened. Three things, three questions are answered in only one sentence, giving the important message that is called lead. Now, this is the body one. Now, we are using all of the clues given in the questions. The flu is said to have spread throughout Pokhara Valley at an alarming rate, very increasing rate, rapidly. Local health personnel claim that the disease appeared there because of the inflow of Mexican tourists in Pokhara. How did it happen? Means there is the reason, because of the inflow of Mexican tourists. This is the reason. When an infected person gets into contact with a normal person, the disease easily transfers one to another, said medical professional. This is the quote. We have to make this news story valid and reliable, quoting the different scholars or say different participants or witness statement or say words. More than 70 people are at different hospitals for the treatment of the flu. Meanwhile, the district education office has announced a 7-day school closure due to the fear of further disaster. The administration has requested the public to wear masks for health safety. What happened after the incident? Right? So, I have tried to answer all of the questions that is necessary to make the perfect body. So, there is last one, there is one this name of newspaper in which it was published, the publisher, right. You can write, mention the name of newspaper at the end. Now, we move to the questions, right. Generally, this is the question. It is given in a such you see outline, clues are given. After reading all these clues, we know everything. No title is given there and nothing, just clues are given. So, reading these clues, you have to develop the news. This is the question. Such type of questions are asked. So, here this question I have picked up from your grade 10 English textbook. So, you can see this question in your you say book. So, I should not read this line by line because the same question is given in your text. Now, when we develop those clues into the perfect news or say complete news, we can write the news in such a way. Lionel Messi wins, present simple tense. Again, let us say FIFA World Player Award for 5th time. I have developed this topic or is a title, headline on the basis of given clue. So, this can be the headline. You can write another headline if you think so. So, Lionel Messi wins FIFA World Player Award for the 5th time. This is the headline. Now, deadline February 5th, 2017. February 5th, 2017. Though this is old one, right? Then now, this is the place line, Argentina. Here is byline is not written. I forgot this one. So, by a staff reporter, you can say, world's famous football player Lionel Messi, age 29, won the Ballon d'Or trophy on Monday. He is a Barcelona and Argentina forward player. He grabbed the title, the world's best player 2015 for the 5th time. Before this, he has already won 4 straight FIFA awards from 2009 to 2012 continuously. It is incredible that it's my 5th. It's a very special moment for me to be back on the stage, Messi said in his acceptance speech. He has scored 51.33% of the total voting points in a 23-candidate ballot, whereas Ronaldo has secured second position with 27.76%. Neymar, Messi's Barcelona teammate, stands in the third position with 7.86%. National team, captains and coaches plus invited journalists from FIFA member countries have participated in voting, that election of selection. This can be the, you say, next one. Now again, next question, let's see, prepare a news story using the following outlines. Here headline is already given, so no need to about this headline, 5 killed in a bus accident. If you want to modify this one, you can say 5 kills in a bus accident, present simple also you can say. If it is given, that's okay. So a bus Natin Kha 2585 plunged into Trishuli river near to Sumlingtar, Prithvi highway heading to Nepalganj from Kathmandu. 3 died on the spot, 2 in the hospital. It means 3 to 5, total 5 people, right? 5 killed. 3 died on a spot, 2 in hospital, means total 5. 21 injured, treatment in Chitwan. Bus collided with a truck from opposite direction, driver in custody. These are the clues. On the basis of the clues, now you have to answer the questions of 5W. So first one, when we develop the complete news, we need the headline. Headline is already given, that's why no need to worry. Now second, byline. Name of the reporter also you can write, your name, your own name you can write, otherwise you can write by a staff reporter, RSS, etc. Then deadline, when you write the news, at that time you can put the same date. So news in detail, when you write in news in detail, we have to answer what happened. What happened means a bus plunged into Trishuli river, right? A bus met an accident, plunged into Trishuli river. Where happened? Where did it happen? Sumlingtar. When? Not given. You can write yourself. Prithvi highway. It maybe fell down from Prithvi highway. It was going to Nepalganj from Kathmandu. How many passengers are there? Not given. So you can write your own. You can put the number on the basis of these data, right? 3 to 5, 21 injured, more than this, there should be the data. Nepalganj from Kathmandu, 3 died on spot, 2 in the hospital. At least total 5 people have been confirmed dead. Treatment in hospital of injured people are providing the treatment in Chitwan. What's the reason? How did it happen? How did it happen means a bus collided with a truck from opposite direction. What happened after the incident? Driver in custody, right? So all of these questions you say answer. First of all, make the draft. First read these you say clues very nicely. Add some of the data yourself. Suppose number of the total passenger is not given, right? So you can add some of the information from your side and make it readable, make it complete news, following all of the components: headline, byline, deadline, lead and body. So first of all, when you try to write the answer, when you practice such type of questions at your home, first of all read the questions very nicely, get the idea, then answer the question of those above mentioned questions and make a draft. Then assemble the answer in a paragraph form, linking the idea using coherence and using the cohesive devices and make the complete answer. If you write the news of this you say outline, the news can be in such a way, news can be here. So there is the first headline, 5 killed, same headline we have picked from there, 5 killed in a bus accident. This is the headline. Here not name given, just staff reporter. Staff reporter, the reporter of the staff of the paper, newspaper, Himalayan, the Himalayan Times is the name of newspaper. The person who has prepared this news is the staff of that paper, right? This paper. So staff reporter. Sometimes you can write the name, sometimes it is not written, mentioned the name, just written in a staff reporter. This is the headline, byline. Now this is the deadline. December 6, Chitwan. Name of place. If you are not confirm about place, you can write Kathmandu also, right? So this is the lead. This is the body, whole body. So this one, headline, byline, deadline, right in the top, middle, left side. This one, by staff reporter, byline and deadline. The first paragraph, this one. You have to answer, basically answer 3 questions. What happened, where happened, and when happened. What happened, when happened, and where did it happen. You have to basically answer the 3 questions and make the one complete sentence, the lead, to attract the attention. So first we have prepared the lead in such a way. At least 5 people have been confirmed dead. 5 people have been confirmed dead and several others injured when a night bus fell into Trishuli river near Chumlingtar, Chitwan yesterday. What happened? 5 people have been confirmed dead. A bus met an accident. Where? Chumlingtar. When? Yesterday. Generally 3 questions answer are compiled here to make the lead. Now this is the next paragraph of the body. A bus, number is here, belongs to. Now you have to extend the clues. You have to make your answer lengthy. So generally you add the sum of your idea from your own side also. This belongs to Karali Deluxe, plunged into the Trishuli river yesterday. The bus was heading to Nepalganj from Kathmandu carrying 35 passengers. Though the total number of the passengers not given in the clue, you can add. So think about the calculation. It should not be the more or less given on that facts given on the clues. It collided with a truck coming from opposite direction and fell into Trishuli river from Prithvi highway. 3 passengers died on the spot while 2 others in a hospital. Total 5. Some passengers are still missing in the river, said one of the police officer. Now we have put the someone's statement, someone's saying, quote, to making this whole news reliable and valid, true. So the other people may not say it's fake news because someone's statement is also kept here. So it is reported that 21 injured are rescued and they are taken to the Chitwan Medical College for their immediate treatment. So this is the thing, what happened after the accident, right? They are rescued and they are sent to the nearest medical college for their immediate treatment. The police captured the driver while trying to escape while running from there, and investigation is going on to find the real facts about the accident. This is what happened after the incident. What happened? What is the further plan? This is the last one. So this can be the answer. You can write in your own style also, following the format. You should not forget writing headline, byline, deadline, try to make the lead, right? Answering basically 3 questions: what happened, when did it happen, and where did it happen. And then use all of the clues. Don't miss any clues and outlines to make the body complete. If you feel that clue is not complete and you say the clear, you may add the information from your side, but that should not be exaggerate. That should not be the perfect or you say just. Now this is the third one. I have prepared this. Next one. Prepare a news story using the following outlines. This headline is already given. Byline, deadline is not given. You have to write it from your side. You have to write yourself. On education day, the top 3 SEs students, the best among the best, Sandeshwara from Koilpal Secondary School, prize, gold, silver and bronze medals. Chief guest, Education Minister, congratulate the student and school family. This is just the help, clue from your side. Now you have to develop the news story, complete news story following the format that we have already discussed. Now this is the news. Talented students awarded medals. This one what? Headline, byline, place line. So here we have all forget. So let's talk about bias staff. Reporters should be there. Here byline is missing, right? So please don't forget to add that bias staff reporter. So this is the first line, first sentence. That is what? The lead. All of the you say clues are used to make the question answer complete. So talented students across the country were awarded various medals, decorations and honors on the occasion of the 40th National Education Day and International Literacy Day 2019 in Kathmandu yesterday. This is the main you say theme of the news, main conclusion of the news. What has happened and when and where. So now all the clues are elaborated here, described with justification using the clues. So the top 3 students who had obtained excellent grades in the secondary education examination SEE held last year were recognized with gold, silver and bronze medals by Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. The best among the best, there were 3 best students, and the best among those 3 was Sandesh Zora from Kailpal Secondary School. He was honored with gold medal and a certificate of merit in recognition of his outstanding achievement. Similarly, Nirajan Pandey from Mangal Secondary School and Raksha Sual from Biswaniketan School were awarded with silver medal and bronze medal respectively, and means Nirajan silver and this one we say Raksha got the bronze medal respectively. These medals were conferred, awarded or given on the basis of the grades the respective students obtained in SE exam in the presence of Honorable Giriraj Mani Pokhrel, the Minister for Education, Science and Technology. The chief guest congratulated the awardees, students and the schools after distributing the medals. He furthermore encouraged all the students participating as the audience in the program to work hard in order to meet the dream of life. This is the elaboration of the the clues that outline you have provided in the question. The Kathmandu Post, this news was published in this paper. Last one, publisher's name you can write at the end. So that we have discussed 3 questions in our class. This is the marking scheme. So content, subject, that is provided 2 marks, organization, coherence, cohesion. Whether you link the idea, whether you link the answer of that 5 questions or you say more than that, if they are organized, if the ideas are coherent, then you will get 1 mark. Correctness of language, again 1 mark. Layout format, if you miss the headline, byline, dateline, lead, right? If you miss those elements, components, you cannot get this mark. So format and layout also plays very vital role. 1 mark is awarded there. Organizational convention means creativity, originality, or you say newness, you say vocabulary, right? That colorful, if you say use the words or vocabulary, that totally you get 5 marks. This is the marking scheme. So don't think about this marking scheme in a very, which you say in a, don't feel fear of this marking scheme. Don't forget this layout and format. This is the important thing. Otherwise, other things you answer the question of those you say clues and write the complete answer yourself. This is the main thing. I hope everybody has got some of the ideas. I suggest to all of the students to practice all of the questions that given in the set book. Before this one, before leaving this one, I request all of the students practice much and more questions provided in the set book and show the answer to your respective teachers. So first of all, this outline should be kept in mind, and you should not forget that format that starts from heading and then byline, you say deadline, lead, and perfect body. If you did not miss these things, I hope you will get the good marks, and best of luck. Keep practicing and keep watching this television also. Thank you.